should I start striking 12 man, aka GJB? You got 11 votes in 44 minutes, and you got my vote there. Yeah, go for it. You tried this before the other day, and you were live, and you were like, what did that idiot do? He shared my video. I'm going to copy strike him. And you went through the whole thing because I shared your video on a video sharing platform. That probably didn't go so well because when they clicked the link, it was your video because I didn't make a video. I just shared your video. So probably you want to figure out the whole copyright strike thing and then maybe copyright strike. But make sure you've got like all the deets because I'm taking your video and turning it into something different. If it's the same video, you have a point. It's not because I do what I do. See what I'm doing here makes your video not your video anymore. It's me reacting to your video. And a lot of YouTube channels do this. It would be impossible for the news to do their job if they couldn't share video. You know what I mean? That's why the copyright statute is in place. This is going to be covered under fair use because I add a lot to it, Arnold. I really do. If I just took what you did and put it on my channel, it wouldn't be very entertaining. Really wouldn't. Because what you do isn't very entertaining. It's nasty. It's ugly talk. You're going to talk down on my wife again here. And this is kind of what's gotten you in my zone, right? This is why you're even in my target. Is because of your big fat mouth talking about my wife. But go on.
Hey everybody, AJ here. What's up?
Glad you asked. First of all, not everybody. It's just me. And most people watch this just themselves. That's kind of how they do. It's just normal. Definitely not a room full of people watching you. But I'll answer for everybody. We're all fine.
I was listening to Good Job, Buddy.
Bad idea.
And, wow.
You know?
He's using the excuse why he's not leaving me alone is because I'm bringing up his wife and his kid into my mouth.
Is that it?
Wow, dude. What about Digger doing the same thing? Which I'm not putting Digger down at all. He's my buddy. And Slab City. What about him?
Well, I mean, you haven't been around the whole time, but I've had my fair share with them too. I'm not going to go into explaining it because it's all still up on my channel. And if you did any research at all about anything ever without just speaking out of the side of your neck, you would know that. But you don't. So I digress.
So I got you figured out, bro. And believe me, it wasn't as hard as I thought it'd be. Okay, so here's the 3 excuses probably why you won't leave me alone. Okay, I admit I do fib here and there, but who don't?
Me. I don't. I have exaggerated a few things as far as like I tripped over a deer that I knew was there. I pretended I didn't know it was there, and then I also pretended I thought it was a gigantic dog, which just turned out to be a funny skit. And I've done some of those type things where I'm kind of like, it's tongue-in-cheek where I'm doing a skit, and that's different than wholesale lying. What you do is you lie. You just lie. And then I catch you in the lie, and then I prove that you lied, and then you get mad that I proved that you lied. So there is a difference. What you're doing is you're claiming I lie, because that's what you're going to do here in a second, but you've never proven it. You're just saying I lie, and that's fine if that's what you got, but you don't do anything to prove it. None of you have. None of the guys you mentioned have ever done it, and you won't, and nobody will because I didn't. I'm not. I don't.
We don't lie here and there. Everybody lies here and there. You lie. You lied about Amber getting raped when she never did. She gave it up willingly.
That's not true. Arnold, have you ever thought... Okay. So first of all, Amber is a sexual assault victim. They attempted to rape her and were not successful, but that doesn't mean that the things that they did weren't horrifying to her, scary to her, something that this whole family has had to go through and will always have to go through. That's what happens when you're a victim of this shit. The trust that we had in particularly one of those guys, but really both of them, like all of that shit goes flying out the window, and it's, you know, it's a real hard tough fucking pill to swallow, man. I don't wish it on anybody, and I hope it never happens to you. But gosh, man, you sure do know how to dig yourself a karma hole. Yeah, so she was sexually assaulted. She's a survivor. She should be treated as such. She's brave enough to speak up. She's also not going to keep a secret for a criminal, because we don't play that way. And we are... Have you ever thought about why I would make that up? Because, okay, so a year plus after it happened, she told her story on YouTube. Why would we bring it up at all if she had just cheated on me? Which is what you want to say. If she just cheated on me, why would I want anyone to know anything about that? Why would I make up anything? You didn't know. Nobody knew anything about that. If she had only cheated on me, that would be a personal issue between us. Certainly, no one knew about it. Why would I have brought anything about it up? It makes no sense for us to come on and make up a story if she just cheated on me. Because then, if you can prove that, I look like a real fucking dipshit forever. The problem is, my videos, all those videos are still up, and no one's ever proven that she lied. And it's a shame that people don't just at least start out trusting a victim when they say that they've been assaulted, because it takes a lot of courage. This is why women don't report things. Men like you. This is kind of like why Donna stayed silent when you threw the cake on the floor and tried to pretend that you didn't when we all saw you do it. We literally watched you throw the cake on the floor and then tell her to give the rest of the cake to your roommate. And you were just abusive the way you did it. It was a shocking, stark difference in the way you would want us to think about you, because now we really know what you're like. I don't know if you knew that the camera and the mic were both on, we could see and hear all of that or what, but what a shame for you. Because not only do you talk down to someone you don't even know, you don't know my wife at all, you never met her, you know nothing about her, you don't even know her story, because you're not bothered to go listen to it. You heard other people, Randy and David, talk shit about her telling her story, and you jumped on that bandwagon, you 49-year-old adult man. That's what you did. You got to live with that decision now. And I know how you'll take it.
Hey guys, this is AJ. I just want to take the time to apologize for everybody I hurt. You can accept it if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I totally understand. And the thing with the interview tonight with Good Job Buddy and Canadian Bacon, it was all true, man.
Wow.
Every bit of that whole video was true. That whole interview. Do I feel bad? Yeah, I do. You know what I mean? I lost some good friends. I lost a really good friend in Canadian Bacon. You lied about being a DJ?
No, didn't lie about that either. Where's your proof? I've put proof out here. I've actually had several of the people I was on the radio with on my channel. Again, I don't expect you to do any research. Again, explain how I did. Oh, how I made up this. Like, what did I? Was I really a janitor? You know, radio stations don't have janitors. They have cleaning companies that come in after hours and do all the cleaning. I hate to break that to you, but it's not like you can get a radio janitor job and then go across the country to work it. That's not how that works. Again, if you knew anything about it, you would know, but you don't.
What else have you lied about? A lot.
Oh, okay. We'll just take your word for it then. You just got done admitting that you lie, and your reasoning is because everyone else lies. That's the whole, you know, boyfriend cheating on the girlfriend, and he's accusing the girlfriend of cheating because his conscience is guilty. That's what you're doing there. But go on.
And look at the people you're hanging with. They're all liars too. What about Canadian Bacon? Saying that he didn't do it with that to all them women and to his kids.
Well,
5 women.
None of them have said a thing. You claim there's 5 women. We've not heard from them. That's your claim. Once again, remember, you've apologized to Canadian Bacon for this shit. and you're going to go back. That's you. You don't learn your own lesson on your own lies. How about you lying about renting the house you were in Georgia? Remember that? When I proved that you rented the house, and then you had to come on and tearfully, with tears in his eyes, he had to come on and apologize for lying because he was really renting and not own. And it wouldn't have been a big deal, but you were pretending that because you rent makes you so, or because you own, it makes you so much better than other people because they don't own a house. You're a weak character man. That's a real indictment on you. Let's see what some of your I see Joe Howe changed his name. Oh yeah. Whoever this bell pepper is, you're right on point. How can you tell a woman she hasn't been raped? Yeah, what is up with you? What makes you that? Any of you boys, what gives you the right to tell a victim that what happened to them didn't happen to them? No one should justify rape to a woman. And all these material things that you have don't mean shit, AJ. Money doesn't make you happy. Yeah, look at him, dude. Obviously, because you're on here not paying any attention to your wife. Why can you not let this go? You definitely threw your buddies under the bus, mentioning him like you did. And then Rodney. Yeah, but Rodney is Rodney, right? Rodney's... Gosh, man, if there was something beyond dumb or incapable of learning, that's Rodney. Can't spell, can't write, can't speak. He doesn't even say things unless Rebecca's in the background telling him what to say. Rodney, you're a puppet for your own wife. Who cares what you think? And Arnold replied, a lot more real than them fucking retards, LOL. That's not true. I'm actually telling the truth. You've admitted you lied. But you aren't.
Now, the other liars that you hang with, Hamilton and Fadley, lying about not living with their mommies. Yeah, they...
How do you think Donna feels when you call Natalie that? Real talk. Real talk. How do you think your wife feels when you call Natalie that? Here she is, working hard to make that cake that you threw across the room. And this is that cake, by the way. They did a video that day where he made the cakes. And then it was a few days later that he threw the cake off the table because Donna dared give their roommate a slice of cake. Yeah, that's you. Why are you talking about overweight women like you do? Do you hate your life? You act like you hate your own wife. That's sad, man.
Lying about not living with their mommies. Yeah, they do. Both of them do. Just like you do.
No, I don't live with my mom. My mom died in 2016. You know, I noticed you said earlier that you were listening to me, right? Do you listen, though? Because I've said this numerous amounts of times. My mom is dead, Arnold. You can get off her. She's done. Okay? She's had her time here. Rest in peace, Mom. I do live with my mother-in-law because she has dementia. And you can't leave a person with dementia just be. We had it going on the way you're wishing we had it going on, where I worked, ran the business, drove the van out every day. Amber stayed home with the baby. She wrote the schedule down for me, took all the phone calls, and then I go out and do the jobs. We did do that, man. It's not conducive to our life right now. It would be great if we could do that right now. We can't. We had to figure out a way to take care of her, and Amber wanted to work. That's what my wife wanted to do with her newfound sobriety. Don't know why that's a problem for you. Just because you don't see that in your life doesn't mean that women don't do that. Women do work, and it's okay. Just like it's okay for them to speak up when they've been assaulted, just like it's okay for them to have the courage to call out criminals who've done them wrong. Because, men will run all over you if you let them. And this punk right here probably does that to Donna. I mean, I got to imagine an interview with Texas Little Star would probably reveal some other hidden dark secrets in the Nason household.
So you're jealous because I got more money. And I'm not saying this to brag. I got more money than you. I've got a better life than you.
Yeah.
I've got more things to do than you.
Oh, sure.
And what do you do, dude?
Oh, man, I wear a big fat smile on my face every day. Thank God for how lucky of a man I am to have such a beautiful wife in my life, to have such a beautiful baby boy. You know, my youngest is just like a gift from God, dude. Out of nowhere, I was blessed with one more child, and I am giving this dude right here is spoiled, unlike I could have ever spoiled any of my other kids, even back when I was making all that money on the radio. So yeah, man, I'm a very happy man. Like, I do this because you talk shit about my wife and my son and my family and me. And so you're my little hobby. And I told you I would do this. I'm not going to back down. I'm going to keep doing this to you. There'll be more video. Every time you make a video that I deem is necessary for me to react to, I'm gonna do it. And I don't give a fuck who watches. I love the comments. They're awesome. Dude, every one of these videos get my comment section on fire. And I appreciate everybody for commenting the way they have. And I'll always read and always heart the comments for that. Because, you know, like, that's awesome that they take the time to watch this. Because you're a miserable man, Arnold. You really are. I'm jealous. I don't get jealous, dude. I don't have that in me. There's not a jealous bone in my body, dude. Never has been. I don't get that way about people. I've been blessed all my life. And I'm grateful. You should try some gratitude. And, you know, pay some more attention to Donna. I'm not negative. You're a disgusting, ugly man, Arnold. Get a haircut.